stock is up 40% in the past month. Let's bring in Cleveland-Cliffs CEO Lorenzo Goncalves. Lorenzo, it's great to have you back on the show. Talk to us about why you think you're in better shape than some of your competitors when it comes to sourcing some of these key metals in steel production.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sarah. Pleasure to be with you in your new show. Congrats on that. As a steel company, and a steel company that is self-sufficient in mining, we are very pleased with the fact that we don't depend on importing nickel and importing anything. We don't import nickel, we don't import iron ore from Ukraine, let alone pig iron. We don't depend on pig iron from Russia. So we are self-sufficient. I have been preparing this company as a basis of American manufacturing, and deglobalization is coming, and we're ready. So it's all good here.
Are you the only one in the industry that doesn't depend on pig iron, which I've read a lot about in preparation for this interview, and realize it is key in making steel, and apparently most of your competitors use?
Yeah, everybody that produces flat-rolled steel needs pig iron. The difference is that as an integrated company relying on blast furnaces and basic oxygen furnaces, and also with the direct reduction plant, the most modern in the world here in Toledo, Ohio, we are self-sufficient. So my competition needs pig iron, but they don't produce pig iron. They need to import pig iron. And a lot of this pig iron comes from, guess what? From Russia and from Ukraine. Ukraine, unfortunately, is being beaten down, and that's a very sad situation. Russia is the perpetrator, should not be allowed to sell a thing in the United States. So we are in a good shape because we are self-sufficient, made in USA.
But one part of your business that is vulnerable and separates you is you are a big supplier to the auto industry. And when it comes to autos right now, they're struggling to meet demand. They're looking for parts. First it was the chips, now it's the key metals from Russia, Ukraine, and even the Japanese earthquake. So what are you expecting in terms of auto demand for your steel?
Yeah, we are seeing an improvement in comparison with last year. The biggest thing with automotive is that we are by far the largest supplier of automotive here in the United States. So these things don't go in sync with all the car manufacturers all at the same time. So when car manufacturer one is not doing well, car manufacturer two is getting microchips. We are the biggest supplier of both of them. And then number three comes along. We are also the biggest supplier of that one. So we are being able to play around. Another thing is that I have some maintenance scheduled for first and second quarter of this year. And when I saw the Russian movement around the borders of Ukraine, we anticipated maintenance to Q4. We shut down units last quarter, and now we are hitting in all cylinders in Q1, and there will be the same thing in Q2. So Q1 is doing well, and Q2 will be even better.
So talk to me, Lorenzo, about where prices are going. Obviously, you've got pricing power right now, and you have to pass on those higher costs. But is the demand keeping up enough for you to continue to raise prices?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Keep in mind, the American steel market is among all the developed markets in the entire world, the only one that produces less than we need. So we all need imports here in the United States. Imports will always be part of the picture. So in a world that's not really able to trade steel for supply chain issues, for the war in Ukraine, for congestion imports, we are in a situation that the domestic suppliers like Cleveland-Cliffs, being by far the largest supplier of flat rolled in the United States, is in a very comfortable position. And we are playing the game the way it should be played. Lorenzo
Goncalves, thank you for joining us with the update. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and good luck with the new gig.
Thank you. Cleveland-Cliffs CEO. Let's give you a check on the markets here.